first and then
so I have. That's why.
I'll tell you what I really want. Just shut up and give me my whiskey. Whiskey.
What's going on, everybody? This is another edition of Whiskey in a Hammock. I'm Eric.
And I'm Chris. And today we have a special edition, like Eric said, with Jason and Milo from Words and Whiskey, which they brought us a brand new whiskey that came out just this year, right, guys?
That's right.
So brand new, something that's not even out there yet. Well, it's just only been out there just for a little while.
Well, it's theirs.
Yeah, theirs.
It's theirs. They did it.
Yes. Yeah, it's totally theirs. Yeah.
Yeah, we
All
launched in May.
All right, so Brass and Anchor, right? That's the name of the whiskey.
Yep.
Why Brass and Anchor?
Yeah.
Well, go for it, man.
All right, so we're actually three partners, Warriors and Whiskey, two of which are retired naval officers, Milo being one of them, that are both 05 or Oak Leafs, and I'm a active duty Master Chief. Being that I am a Master Chief and we wear anchors, that's where the anchor came from. But it's a representative of all enlisted ranks and branches.
All right, like I'm getting thirsty. I'm needing to pour some of this whiskey. So what do we got in this bottle?
All right, so we sourced 4 barrels from MGP out of Indiana. If you don't know MGP, they're out of Indiana, probably the largest distillery in the United States. And a lot of people source from them. That's why on the back of our label it'll say distilled in Indiana. It's a 4-barrel blend. We did a 5-year high rye, a 4-year high rye, a 3-year high rye, and a 3-year wheated bourbon. So technically, this is a 4-grain bourbon.
Wow. So why doesn't the 3-year wheated? That's something
Well,
the blending process decided to toss it in.
We will tell you that after you taste it. Otherwise, we will influence.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
So why?
All right,
why
there
you told us no reason to influence.
There is definitely a reason.
We'll tell you the whole story right after you're done drinking and tell you what you think of it.
Okay. All right.
Otherwise,
that's fair.
You will taste everything that we tell you to.
Oh no. Okay. Good.
I appreciate the fact that you guys are open and honest and
about where it came
from and everything like that.
Yeah,
There's a lot of small companies that are like, this is us.
Well,
it is you. It's your palate. You taste it on the barrels. You put them all together. But
what makes it distinct in ours is the blending, right?
And that's the biggest misnomer in whiskey, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, think about it. How many places have the capability of making their whiskey, waiting 2 to 4 or 5 years before they sell anything, and then be able to sell it as their whiskey? So almost all distilleries, in some form or fashion, will source their whiskey until their own whiskey ages up enough to go in there. But I mean, you can do infinite recipes with different aging, different tastes of barrels, different things like that. So, I mean, it doesn't make anybody's whiskey any less different if they didn't do the distilling process themselves.
Yes.
But as long as they're not taking hey, here's my barrel.
Dump
Here's my bottle, and this is my special blend. Like, all right, now we're
found
there.
I mean, you guys have been in the business long enough. You found that there's certain companies that project it as their own,
right?
When it's not.
Yeah. There's a lot.
That's the thing. We've said this from the beginning. Just be honest, and that you guys are working towards a goal. In order to get to that goal, you have to start here.
Yep.
Just say it.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. That's awesome.
No, I mean, we're not about hiding any of that, and what we want to do that's kind of make it unique is each batch is going to be somewhat different because we're going to be throwing different barrels and stuff like that. May even come in at a different proof point. We learned when we were blending this, like at different proofs, it tasted completely different, and we ended up where we ended up because that's where
best taste.
You knows it, and so what is the proof on this?
95.6.
95.6.
Cheers.
Ooh, still smells good. This is definitely breakfast.
Yes. This is
cereal in the glass, right?
True, it is.
Oh, you smell the heat.
It's the thing. I didn't get a lot of heat off the nose, though.
Nope.
Wow.
There's a couple things why that happens, but we'll tell you.
Yeah. What's your flavor notes? What do you get?
So, curious what you guys get.
I'm aggressively confused.
That's perfect because it kind of goes through the gamut.
Yeah, it really hits.
Well, see, my confusion is with the wheat because I don't think I taste the wheat at all. Just for me, I know that I know it's in there, but I don't really taste it. I don't know if it smooths it out some, but I do get that spice from that rye, and I get that that little bit of heat, and just get a little bit like vanilla cherry on top, just a hint of it.
See, I get what you're saying with with the weeded part of it, and I think it starts with that buttery rye, right? You know how it feels like that butter's melting on your tongue with a heavy rye, but then it's got that punch at the end of a weeder, and then it goes into that caramely corn, and it ends with like a super light fruity thing. I don't know what that is. Yeah. And with the nose though, nose I don't know.
So let me tell you. So, and it's strange. And normally I would agree with you that but you mentioned buttery, right? There was no butter until we added the wheat. There was that thickness, of that sweetness, and that richness in the middle.
Yeah,
that you feeling?
That's the wheat.
That was it was a very shallow tasting drink. It had all the spice, and it didn't have that richness in the middle until we added that wheat. So that taste of the butter, that caramel, which normally we attribute to corn, right? That caramel, that sweetness, and everything like that was all that wheated bourbon.
I think it's fantastic. It starts very heavy, and the longer it sits, if you let it like roam around your tongue for a while, and then you swallow it, it starts hard. Hard makes it sound bad, but it starts heavy and slowly diminishes, and you get different flavor notes with each step down, and each step down is fantastic. Yeah, I think this is super good.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, well done.
All right, well, are we going to try it with the cube?
Let's try with the cube.
All right, I think I might need more.
Yeah, I was going to say I might need just a dab.
That's right. We got whiskey.
Perfect.
So,
how much more we want?
A lot of people describe it as the white pepper in the front end, which is the rye, and then that quickly gives way to like a sweet mid palate, and then a long caramel finish. So,
you as well. 1, 2.
We'll do 2. We'll do two tiny. Look at you! Look at you!
That's
Would you go to Chick-fil-A?
I know, right?
Well,
he bought a fridge specifically.
I gotta get my own special ones.
Oh, that's very cool.
All right. I went for the big cube. Let's see.
Go big, go home.
Right.
When we were blending, and Milo kind of hinted at it with the wheat. When we first started, there was no wheated bourbon. The 4 barrels that we had, there was one barrel that was throwing everything off, and that's why it took us forever. Oh. And we got to a point where we talked to Mike at Rick House. And
our whiskey tastes like shit. We don't want this.
and Steven from Molly Brown was like, you got to get rid of that one barrel. It's that one barrel throwing everything off.
What was in that barrel?
It was a 3-year high rye bourbon.
Oh, okay.
But there was just something funky about it.
Right.
And that's what's funny and you guys know this, a single barrel can differ no matter what. Like it had the same, those 2 3-year barrels were so vastly different from each other, and there was some funkiness to the one barrel, and we were like, Mike went into the Rick House, brought back the wheated bourbon. We took the exact proportion of that that other 3-year high rye, and put the wheated bourbon in it, and that's what you're drinking now. Like it instantly changed it like that. We're like, that's it.
Sometimes you want the one that's a little bit different, but maybe that's a standalone, right?
Yeah.
So something that stands out by itself. But at least if you're blending and you want to get that flavor, if that funky one's in there, it's throwing things off.
Yeah.
It's funny because we've never done blending. Yeah. We've done barrel picks, but we're only tasting, not actual.
Welcome to Colorado. You might be blending their third batch.
Okay. I'm in.
Yeah.
But so it only went down until it tasted good. Right. We didn't proof it down any farther than we had to. We proofed it down until it was like.
And we went slowly.
Gotcha.
I do. Right. It's still very good, but I like it without water. I like it.
No, I would agree.
Yeah.
Like you said, then the ice cube, the ice kind of opens it up, but I kind of
it opens it up, but it
lost its complexity.
Yeah, no, totally. So I would definitely do it. I would say no ice.
No ice.
I would agree. Yep. So tell people where they can find.
Yeah, brag a little bit.
So if you do not live in the Jacksonville, Florida area, the best way you can get it is warriorsandwhiskey.com. Click on Our Bourbon, and we ship to 41 states. So I'm sorry if you're in one of those 9 states that don't like to play with the TTB or whatever.
Cross borders, that's all you got to do.
Yeah, just have a buddy send you. I will say this, order 2 bottles because you get free shipping on 2 bottles.
Nice.
So save yourself some there. If you are in the Jacksonville area, we are at Corks and Barrels. You can actually buy bottles at Corks and Barrels as well.
Oh, shoot, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Until they're gone.
Where's Corks and Barrels at?
Here in
Fleming Island.
Fleming Island, off
Fleming
of
Island.
County Road 220 and 17.
Okay.
Great little whiskey wine bar.
Yeah, the
too,
new
by
spot,
way.
right?
Yeah. Like you said, same
Yeah.
thing. Like this is on our channel.
Mhm.
We've actually been to Corks and Barrels, and checked it
Yeah,
out.
you
yeah.
join that. Join the newsletter. You'll get all the. We do local meetups all over the place. We have ambassadors throughout the country, mostly in targeted fleet concentration areas of military. And if we don't have one in your area and you're willing to become an ambassador, let us know.
What's your motto? Like I love the phrase. Like even on the
celebrating freedom one sip at a time.
I love it. Yep.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
awesome.
that. Yep. That's
Yeah.
great. Love
Yeah,
it.
we can choose that
So,
for sure.
real quick, also here in the Jacksonville area, Golden Ox is carrying us as well. Golden Ox on Normandy and the Barrel Room at Golden
Yeah,
Ox.
We're right next door.
Good place.
Yeah.
And soon to be, we got a group of stores that can be available in the Colorado area, the greater Denver area as well. As soon as all those are confirmed, we'll be sending that out as well.
But does this get the whiskey hammock stamp of approval?
Of course it does.
All right.
Yeah. I see. All
He
right.
did, that's why he did that. Hit
That's
the water.
awesome. I don't know. Wait, what?
Can't keep up.
Like I really do.
Appreciate
You guys are both amazing people. Everything you represent's amazing. We appreciate you guys, and yeah, I just keep sending. Can we do this every week?
Yeah, we can do this every week. Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. So Eric, where can I find us?
Yeah. So with
Whiskey
all
and a
that said, whiskeyindahammock.com, Whiskey and a Hammock on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's a
Still
thing.
Still a
Still
thing.
a thing.
Well, yeah, but now it's X.
X.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Right, it changed.
We're on TikTok.
Right.
whiskeyindahammock.com/store to get all your merch.
Right.
Like that beautiful t-shirt.
Right.
This
And-
beautiful shirt.
Right.
Which I'm the fat guy in the group, so I wear this so that my fat sweat doesn't show through my
Well,
t-shirt.
that's the SPF one, right?
Yeah.
That's the one.
It's got a hood on it.
50 SPF.
Yeah, we're rocking.
With moisture wicking, and obviously we had the backpacks, right?
Now you look like a Sith.
That's it. That's it, Lauren.
So Whiskey Hammock backpacks, same thing on our store. Carries all your whiskey and your whiskey glasses and your cigars all up front.
Hashtag whiskey venture.
Bags up.
Yeah. So
Look at that.
yeah, see that? Works out great.
Boom. We're going on a whiskey venture.
I love it. So from all of us at Whiskey in a Hammock and Warriors in Whiskey, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you guys for repping the brand. Thank you guys for bringing Brass and Anchor out. It's the real deal. You guys did a hell of a job. It's super good. I've been slow sipping it because I didn't know if we were going to get more.
All right, so here's the Whiskey Hammock and Warriors and Whiskey.
100%.
Cheers.
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 Thanks, y'all,
We
for
need to do
being
some
here.
meetups again soon.
Definitely. And so leave with the motto, right? May the wind always fill your hammock. May your glass never go dry.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm not bullshit. This is tremendously good.